Nick Cannon's baby allegedly got threats months after birth. He asked critics not to target moms after losing child. On September 14, 2022, Nick Cannon became a father again with Lanisha Cole when he welcomed Onyx Ice Cole Cannon. The Masked Singer host took to his Instagram account to announce the news moments after Lanisha gave birth. Alongside a black and white image of him holding his new baby girl with Lanisha, he wrote how in awe he was of the divine feminine. He shared how he and the former Price is Right model were given the privilege of hosting an angel on Earth. The comedian promised to provide, protect, love, and guide the little girl to the best of his abilities. Nick shared how parents learned a lot from the angels they called children, acting, "I'm learning that it's not the limited amount of time we have on this planet, but it's the limited amount of love that's the issue." The star vowed to love Onyx with all his heart, no matter what anyone said. Lanisha also uploaded a photo of her daughter on her personal Instagram account and a video where Nick was seen smiling at the newborn. In a later post, Onyx's mother wrote on Instagram's story that the day was special for her and Nick. She revealed that she felt blessed to be able to welcome her daughter into the world. Lanisha felt joy as a new mother and said it was something that had opened up her heart forever. She also noted how Onyx was surrounded by love and shared how she was obsessed with her child. Lanisha concluded her post by promising to share lots of photos and videos. Sadly, a month after the little girl was born, she received threats, with Nick defending the mother of his children and focusing on his role as a father. Nick's newborn daughter received threats, forcing him to speak up. On October 14, 2022, Page 6 revealed that Nick's last-born daughter was receiving threats. The revelation when Lanisha shared that month on her Instagram story that people were making death threats against her young child, adding, "Some of you guys are disgusting." She urged people to refrain from threatening her child despite how they felt about her life. Nick also addressed the matter, asking his followers to only rejoice and not shame and ridicule Lanisha and their daughter, adding, "I pray and ask others to please project all criticism and cynicism toward me and not the loving and precious mother of my children." The former All That star noted how he was not the only one to be easily triggered and had tough skin while being open about his life. However, he felt his family didn't have the same level of strength. Continuing his defense of Lanisha, he said she was a peaceful and guileless person. Nick also described the photographer as a kind soul and non-confrontational. He felt she deserved to enjoy the joyful moment of blissful motherhood and encouraged the trolls to afford her that. The former Nickelodeon star also said Lanisha was pure-hearted and a loving person. Turning the matter back to him, the actor urged those concerned to continue praying for him and his family to receive a peace that surpassed all understanding. The threats Lanisha received must have hit a sore nerve with Nick, especially since he recently lost one of his children. The television host was still working on healing and trying his best to be a present father for the rest of his brood. Losing a son and remaining a present father. In late 2021, Nick and Alyssa Scott suffered a significant loss when their son Zen died. Speaking to People magazine that month, the actor revealed that he was grieving after his son passed away suddenly due to a brain tumor. Days after Zen was born, his parents started worrying about him when his super calm breathing pattern seemed irregular. The child, born on June 23, 2021 in Orange County, California, sounded like he had a sinus infection. His father said it sounded like the little boy had fluid in his lungs, and when he was taken to the hospital, doctors didn't seem to think it was anything of concern. Weeks later, a doctor noted how the newborn's head was growing a little too quickly. In August 2021, Zen was diagnosed with high-grade glioma, an aggressive but rare form of brain cancer that was difficult to treat. A shunt was placed in the newborn's skull to allow excess fluid drainage and alleviate pressure, but the tumors continued growing. After exhausting their available resources, Nick and Scott decided not to pursue any further invasive procedures and put their energy into keeping Zen as happy as he could possibly be. The little boy was only 5 months old when he passed. During a June 2022 Men's Health interview, the television personality spoke about his family structure, saying there was a lot of toxicity in traditional family households. He said he was approaching family in a way that was right for him and not according to society's standards. The star, Nick Cannon, said stopping the real failure in that situation. Nick shared how he was focused on what brought him happiness and joy and how he defined family. As a father, the star revealed he did everything he could to provide for his children, including giving them attention and his time. Adding, "Contrary to popular belief, I'm probably engaged throughout my children's day more often than the average adult can be." He explained how if he wasn't physically in the same city with his children, he spoke to them via FaceTime before going to school. While in the same town, he drove them to school and ensured to pick them up later. Nick also made himself available for his children's extracurricular activities and was involved in coaching and joint guitar lessons with his daughter weekly. The actor said he loved his children and the people he was involved with. When asked if he would have more children or whether he'd stop, the star revealed those weren't questions he thought about. The television show host said he was walking in his purpose and trying to be the best father and best provider I could possibly be. Nick acknowledged that each loss made each win more remarkable and that he didn't dwell on setbacks. He noted how everyone stumbled in life and no one could parent perfectly. However, he took those knocks as lessons and learned to keep pushing so he didn't stop completely. The star said stopping was the real failure in that situation. With his ex-wife Mariah Carey, Nick had his first children, twins Monroe and Moroccan, Golden Sagon and Powerful Queen with Brittany Bell, and twins Zion and Zillan Air with Abby De La Rosa.